Yo, 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 what's going on out there, universe? It's your boy, Fasted Sith, bringing you my first video in, I think, 3 months, 3.5 months, 4 months, something like that. But, I know you guys have been like, where, boy, where you been? What's going on with you? You just kind of fell the fuck off. Did you quit YouTube? Blah, blah, blah. And, I was watching Robinson DUP. If you guys haven't watched Robinson DUP or aren't subscribed and are subscribed to me, go over there and check out his channel. I have it down into the description so you guys can go check him out. But yeah, so a lot of shit happened to me, and it's like, Robinson DUP, he was talking about in his video how, basically, the pressures of life get to you, you know what I'm saying? Because, when you're dieting and you're going toward a goal, you know what I'm saying, that requires you a lot of mental focus and a lot of mental attention, what happens is once you reach that goal, especially if it took a lot out of you, I mean, it took a lot of mental focus to get toward that goal, what happens is like once you complete that goal, you kind of just get into this state of like what's next. And what's next can actually lead to I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of, whatever it is, and you regress. What happened to me was a culmination of different things. I was having a lot of financial difficulties, and then on top of that, transportation had become an issue getting to and from the gym. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, why don't you catch the bus or you can walk?" I live in like Alaska, number one, you know what I'm saying? And in Alaska, everything is spread out far apart. Even in the city, like I live in a city, I live in Anchorage, and everything is very, very far apart. And the gym that I trained at was like, I'd say 10, 11 miles from my house, something like that. It's pretty far, you know what I'm saying, to get to and from the gym every day. It's like 45-minute drive or 30-minute drive, something, to get to the gym. And, that's 30 minutes both ways. And when I was going to the gym, I would have to go with my brother. My brother likes to do short workouts. Well, not short. He likes to play basketball. And, after about an hour, hour and a half max, he's pretty much done, you know what I'm saying? And so that also cuts out my workouts. And, with my workouts, I was doing a lot of heavy lifting, I was doing a lot of training, and I'm 600 pounds, 600 plus pounds. And to do heavy lifting took a lot out of me. One thing that I realized during my training was that I was doing my training in the incorrect fashion. I did all this research, I did all this, planning and coming up with ideas and things like that about what I wanted to do. And weight training for somebody that's morbidly obese, it's good, but it should not be your focal point because number one, weight training takes far too long for you to drop weight. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're in a caloric deficit, unless you're like in 1,500 calorie deficit from food, which I don't recommend anybody that's dieting go that drastic of a calorie deficit to start off anyway. You know what I'm saying? You want to taper your calories. So and I just didn't want to drop down my calories. So I was just like, and I was seeing slow results on the scale because of my training style, you know what I'm saying? Because I was weight training and not doing enough cardio, you know what I'm saying? Cardio not only ensures that you're in a caloric deficit, but you burn entirely more fat, as an obese person with cardio. And I refused to do, well, not really refused to do cardio, but I made excuses on why I didn't have time to do cardio. So I kind of just was like, I just didn't have enough time in the gym. And it was to the point where I was thinking like maybe I need to do 2 days, you know what I'm saying? Do weight training in the morning and weight training at night. And the car that I was using was my uncle's car. And, there became a lot of stipulations and, bullshit attached to using his car to get to and from the gym. And so, it fucked up my gym rotation, and there'd be days I was planning on going to the gym, and then all of a sudden I couldn't go to the gym because my uncle wanted the car, or my mom had to go do something. So, it really hindered me being on a consistent schedule. And somebody that, suffers from food addiction, or any kind of, you know, large amounts of bad habits, has to, reprogram themselves. And I was not in a state to where I could really mentally reprogram myself. On top of that, I was living in an apartment that had black mold, and we were fighting the managers to get the black mold, eradicated from the house, because it was causing a lot of respiratory problems for my family. I didn't suffer from it, or maybe I just didn't notice it because, I'm already morbidly obese and have a lot of respiratory issues anyway because of my obesity. So maybe I just didn't notice that it was affecting me too. But that was another issue and reason why things didn't move the way that I expected them to move, because I was dealing with that. And eventually, through fighting with them, they took us to court, because there was some, we put our money in escrow. Well, we didn't put our money in escrow. We were going to put our money in escrow to not pay them the rent until they fix these issues. And then, they took us to court, and then, the judge ended up ruling in their favor. So we had to move in a short amount of time. And, my mom was, going through a lot of issues, and it was a very trying time to try to move, and all this stuff and life pressures that came from all the stuff that I had to do. I just had enough. So I just really just quit dieting. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I'm tired of counting calories, tired of tracking macros, tired of weighing my food. And this was only like 3 or 4 months in, and that was because of all the stuff and the issues that I was going through. So, and so I just said, fuck it, until I get my life in order and I get into a stable situation, and I find a gym that's closer and get a car, our own car, so we can get back and forth. I gotta take a break, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just gonna be counterproductive. I'm one of those people, like, if I can't do something all the way, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's weight loss, business, whatever. People are like, oh, you can start slow. I'm not one of those people that can start off slow, because I know myself. If I start off slow and I don't do everything that I need to do right away, I'm just gonna half-ass it, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta, and I'm very good at procrastinating. I'm very good at putting things off to the last minute and just kind of bullshitting my way through. So, I kind of had to just, take a step back from, YouTube and everything. I ended up having to pawn my camera to get some money, so that's the reason why I haven't made videos. And then, and then things started, slowly but surely coming together. I got a new place, which is way nicer than the place that I was living before. I got an iPhone 5S, you know what I'm saying? Still haven't got my camera out of the pawn shop. I'll probably get it out probably sometime in the middle of November. So I'll officially start doing more videos in November. I'm looking at this new gym that I want to go to, because the gym that I was going to, it was really expensive, you know what I'm saying? It was like $80, $94 a month to go to that gym just for me, and it was me and my brother, and we were kind of like splitting it down the middle. We were having financial issues, and so we just said fuck it, you know what I'm saying? And so, once you don't pay your bill, they want you to pay all the previous months that you owe, and to pay back the gym, to pay what we previously owe, would be like $400. So it's just like, I'm trying to decide whether I want to go to Planet Fitness or to go to this other gym, which is like right down the street from my house. So that's the reason why I'm not back in the gym. I'm slowly but surely starting to diet, you know what I'm saying, or getting into the mindset of dieting. I'm looking up new recipes. I'm coming up with a meal plan, because, one thing I realize about dieting is, if you freeball it, you know what I'm saying, and you don't really plan your meals, and you don't have like a set list of meals that you want to eat, you're not really going to be successful at, if it fits your macros or tracking your calories, so for me, at least for me anyway. So working on a meal plan for myself, and things that I'm going to be eating regularly for the next 90 days. And the other thing is, I need a scale for myself so I can track my weight loss progress. So I'm working on a few things, just to get back into the gym, you know what I'm saying? And I'm slowly, you know, easing into dieting, you know, because before it's kind of like I was trying to do all this shit and had all these ideas and all these, like, you know, these different theories on, you know, what would work. And really what it comes down to, the realization I came to, and it was, it's obvious, but it's obvious, but it's not obvious, because, you know, you hear so much background noise about, you know, what works for other people. What it comes down to is calories in, calories out. You know what I'm saying? Calories in, calories out. Are you in a deficit? And, you know, your caloric expenditure through training. That's what it comes down to for weight loss. You know what I'm saying? Although with edema it's a little bit more trickier. You have to watch what you eat in your diet so you don't retain as much water. But you also can, you know, kind of fight edema with, you know, drinking more water. So I got a lot of things that I got to work on. So this is kind of just like a little quick update video. Well, not quick. It's like almost 11 minutes. Well, 12 minutes almost. But I just wanted to kind of update everybody on what's going on. And, you know, I should be back to training in December. You know what I'm saying? Or late November, early December. I'll be training, and I'll let you guys know what my goals are and what my approach to training is now, and what my plans for the next few months. I'm also going to be moving to Indiana sometime next year, somewhere between March and July. So I'm looking at houses to move there. I'm working on a new business. I got a lot of things. I got a lot of iron in the fire, a lot of irons in the fire. So it's kind of taking me a little bit of time to get back to YouTube. But your boy has not quit YouTube. I did fall the fuck off. I did, you know, fail at dieting. But, you know, you can't learn any lessons without failure. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fail, then you didn't try anything. And I'd rather try and fail and learn some lessons and then try again than to never try at all. So. And also a couple other points I wanted to make. There's some people that I've seen down in the comment section that have been judgmental, talking shit, you know, saying that, oh, you know, don't take any advice from this 600-pound dude. He doesn't know anything. Oh, the food that you're eating is not conducive to weight loss. You can eat anything. You can eat whatever the fuck you want to eat and lose weight, as long as it's within your calories and your macronutrient intake. The problem is that most people that eat those tasty foods, that have food addiction issues, they can't just eat one thing. So, you know, Robinson DUP, I kind of actually dedicate this video to you, because you kind of inspired me to get off my ass and make this video. You know, it's just life, bro. It's just, you're just stressed out, man. Building a house is a huge headache, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't even realize how much of a headache that shit is. And I'm a big Home and Gardening Network fan, so I kind of know, you know, the ins and outs of of what it takes to build your own home. And it's a pain in the fucking ass. So, you know, that coupled with the stress of dieting, coupled with the stress of your family, dude, you're just burnt out mentally. You're mentally exhausted. And what I recommend for you, Deep Robinson, is just take a break. Find your zen. Find something that makes you happy and excited to live life again. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta take a little step back from training, you know, sometimes you gotta take a step back to take a step forward. Look at me. You know, I had to go live with my aunt and was on the borderline of being homeless. Now I'm in my own apartment, getting ready to start my own business and getting ready to move the fuck out of Alaska. So, anyway, I've rambled on long enough. This video is bordering on 15 minutes. So, anyway, as always, put all of your thoughts, opinions, musings down in the comment section. And you know, if you just want to come by and say hi or what up to your boy, that is cool too. And as always, down into the description to all of my social media links, so be sure to add your boy. But anyway, this is Hellavation, aka Fastest Sith. Be good, or be good at it, bitches. I will see you in the next video.